For as long as humans have told stories, we've told stories about fear, about things that hide in the dark, things that follow us, things we don't understand. And yet, we keep coming back to them. Why do we want to be scared? Because horror stories might actually be good for you. Long before horror films existed, fear lived in books. In stories like Frankenstein, where the actual horror wasn't just the monster, but the person who neglected it. In Dracula, where fear became invasion and loss of control. And in the works of Poe, where horror came from the mind itself. These stories weren't just trying to scare people. They were trying to understand something deep. Because when you experience horror, something very real happens in your brain. Your heart rate rises, your muscles tense, your senses sharpen, your body prepares to survive. It doesn't matter if the threat is real, or just words on a page, or images on a screen. Your brain reacts the same way. But here's the difference. You're safe. And your brain knows, eventually, that nothing is actually going to hurt you. So when the story ends, your body relaxes. And that relief feels good. The best horror stories aren't really about monsters. They're about us. In Frankenstein, it's loneliness. In The Shining, it's isolation and losing control. In Pet Sematary, it's grief. Horror changes its forms, but the fears stay the same. But horror literature does something even far more unsettling. It doesn't show you the fear. It makes you create it. It takes your imagination to the darkest places. When you read horror, the images don't come from a screen. They come from you. And the things we imagine are often far more disturbing than anything we could ever see. Watching horror is something we often do together. We laugh after all the jump scares. We look at each other. We remind ourselves that we're safe. But reading horror is different. It's quiet, personal, and sometimes it lingers a little longer. Of course, horror isn't everybody's cup of tea. For some people, it's overwhelming and too much, and that is very okay. But if you're drawn to it, if you feel that pull toward the dark, there might be a reason. Because horror stories aren't just about fear. They're about facing it, understanding it, and maybe, just maybe, learning how to live with it.